This seems to be a quiet little pleasant place to visit, especially early in the morning. I think there's one other person here with a dog. Other than that, it's quiet as anything. It's lovely. Apparently the trail that I'm on now is a sculpture trail. I've seen two sculptures so far, but I have seen on the internet there's meant to be some quite tall figurines standing up and looking quite smart, but I haven't found them yet, but that's fine. Anyway, yeah, once I've done the walk around here, about 3 miles away there's a church, and it's a grade 1 listed church, this one. I wouldn't mind going and have a look at that, but I don't know whether I'm going to walk there or take the van, because the route that I've got is just showing me roads, so I don't know whether there's a trail, a path, I don't know. And obviously once I've had a walk around here and then walked up to the church, then them miles are going to clock up. And as you can see, the weather's not too hot at the minute, and I don't really want to get soaking wet, but again we'll see. Like I say, I'm remaining optimistic and positive today. I'm not going to have any moaning, not today. But I am definitely going to get to that church one way or another and do my steps. Anyway, let's press on through this trail, see if I can find any more sculptures. Oh, just in case any of you are into your mountain biking, this is also a mountain biking track as well. I wish I was fit enough and healthy enough to do that. It looks like fun, especially this time in the morning with no one else about. It'd be fam. But there we are, maybe one day. If you're a regular and you watch my videos, you may remember me saying about changing the channel name, and then a time before that I'd got myself lost, well, several times before that actually. So, and I've just done the same again. I just walked through the woods and there's a country lane just over there. Of course I'm going to hit a road, aren't I? Of course, it's me. So I'm wondering, should I just call my channel Gary Gets Lost, you know? Because that definitely seems to be a continuing tradition with me. I'll go out on one of these walks and find myself coming off the trail and getting myself on a country lane, and then ain't got a bloody clue where I am. So I was just thinking to myself, maybe that's Gary Gets Lost. Yeah, and I know before you lot start it will be Gary Get Lost. Yeah, I know. Anyway, it was just an idea. Well, I've managed to find another car park. I'm assuming there's a few around this area, and I've found another entrance to sculpture trail. So I'm going to follow this one to see whether I can find any more sculptures, because I've only seen 2 so far. But of course it's me, so I'm damn sure I've got off the trail and headed off somewhere else where there's absolutely nothing. But never mind, it's all good fun, it's all nice. Apparently this area used to be a hornbeam and is it a sessile oak area apparently. Well, it would seem the nature trail, the sculpture trail that I'm on is not as big as I thought it'd be. I've started at one car park and I'm heading back towards the other car park, and I'm back pretty much to where I started. So maybe it's not. Yeah, it's less than a mile long. Yeah, there's a sign just there. It's not even half a mile. It's just a few hundred yards of a trail. But I did read this morning that some of the sculptures were missing and fallen down. So maybe that could be a reason why I haven't seen that many. But it doesn't matter. Like I say, it's a beautiful place. You don't just come here and look at the sculptures. You just look at the surroundings, especially right now, still in late autumn now. It is really awesome. I do wish that well, it's a bit of a two thing here, I guess. It's see, like I'm getting my words all in a muck and fuddle, so fair play on you, that people that stick with me through this, because I do make a mockery of these videos, I really do. The point I'm trying to make is I wish I was not so nervous so I could come out into an area like this, get permission to camp out in the middle of the woods. Yeah, because I think that would be awesome. The idea of waking up early in the morning just as the sun comes up in an area like this is fantastic. It really is. So there's that. The second part of that is getting permission to do it somewhere. I've been watching videos recently of Kent Survival and the English Woodsman and a few others, but they're the ones that stick in my mind. And what they do, you know, they find a bit of woodland and they camp through the night and cook a decent bit of grub. I mean, a Kent Survival especially, I mean, his meals are absolutely amazing. Highly recommend his channel. He's so clever, that man. But I did put a comment on one of his videos not so long ago saying, do not watch this channel if you're hungry, because you really will be hungry by the time you've watched it, because the meals that he cooks over a campfire, whether it be on a grill or a Dutch oven, I mean, they are absolutely outstanding. They really are. They really make me hungry. But besides all that, it's the fact of how much they enjoy what they do, you know, and they seem to have no nerves whatsoever, you know. They seem just to crack on with it and get a good night's sleep and don't have a problem. But me, I think I'd be waking up the slightest crack of a twig, you know. I think I'd be worried all the time. I mean, I was like that in the van. I mean, especially after being attacked in the garage that night, that's made me more aware of what's going on. So I'm sure that'd be the same in the woods. But the idea is really good, you know. Maybe I could try one of those. I read about a campsite, I think it's near here actually. I think it's, was it a Nearly Wild campsite, I think it's called. Yeah, maybe that's worth looking into. Then I can be in a, you know, more of a, I don't know, a safer environment to have a crack at camping. But yeah, anyway, the idea, absolutely fantastic. If you've got nerves of steel, give it a go and let me know. Right, while I'm having this amble now, I'm going to update you about the results for the ECG that I had and what the doctor said and what the next steps are. The ECG was done on the week before last, and I went to see the doctor again on, I don't know, a few days ago anyway, not that it matters, and the ECG come back all clear. No problems with the heart whatsoever. But the symptoms that I described and the lifestyle and things that were going on in my life and all that sort of stuff, the doctor has told me that I'm suffering from chronic stress. And he's told me to continue doing what I'm doing, exercising and dieting, and maybe finding another way to get rid of the stress through the day, like cycling, more intense cardio workouts, you know, that sort of thing. So I don't know what to make of that, really. I didn't really put down my symptoms down to chronic stress, but the doctors know best. So after Christmas, I'm going to see whether there's a way that I can start up the badminton again. I mean, at the beginning of this year, sorry, I was contemplating doing that. I had a location to do it and a partner to join me. But then that sort of died a death. I got into the walking and never went any further than that. Anyway, so that's what I've got to do. I'm not too happy with the results. I'm happy that the ECG is normal, but the fact being out doing what I enjoy was enough to give me chronic stress and anxiety symptoms. I mean, I don't know, it just feels a bit weird to me, but anyway, we'll go from here. I mean, if I have any more episodes, I'll go back to the doctors again and again, so we'll see. Anyway, that's the update. I'm not gonna speak about that anymore. If anything else happens to me while I'm out and about, I'll let you know, but other than that, that's what I've been told. You now know what I know. Right, I'm back at the van now. Before I move on, I'm going to have a coffee. Now, I did say I was going to use my jet boil today, but I've left it, of course I have, in the back of the Beetle. I thought it was in my backpack, but it's not. But it doesn't matter. I've got one of these little stoves, so I'm going to use this today, and I'll take the jet boil out tomorrow. But yeah, I am planning on going to the church still, but I think I'm going to drive there. I know it's a bit cheating, but anyway. There we are, job done. Right then, I've had my coffee, feel better after that. I'm going to go to this church now. Apparently it's 3.3 miles away, 6-minute drive, so yeah, I'm going to drive there. I'm not going to walk it just in case, because I will get lost, and I'm not in the mood for doing too much walking today. I'm going to do what I need to do, but I don't want to get bloody lost. So let's go and head there and have a look at this place. I must admit, it makes a nice change to be out in the van. I know I haven't used it as much as I should do, but the only reason for that is this is more juicy than the Beetle or the Insignia used to be. There's no other real reasons for that. but it is nice to get out and about in it and sit in the back and have a coffee, and yeah, I like that. Maybe I should start incorporating it a bit more into my sorry, the road's a bit bouncy. Yeah, maybe I should start incorporating it a bit more often into my exploring regime, I guess. Right, well, I found the church, but parking is an absolute nightmare. I don't know whether there's something going on, but there is fucking cars everywhere, and all these back lanes. There's yellow lines everywhere, so I have no idea where I'm going to put this. Now, it's times like this that I do wish I could have the Beetle, because I could just tuck that away anywhere, you know, without any problem. But something that's a bit more sizable like this, it's a bit more of a mission. But I ain't going to give up. I'm here now. Or maybe tuck it down more of a residential street and have a little bit of a walk. I don't mind that. Mind you, looking down these residential streets, I think they're all yellow lined up as well. Oh dear. Something so simple could turn into a bit of a drama. Anyway, yeah, right, we're on one of the back streets now. Residential area. Yellow lines absolutely everywhere. Oh dear. I think I'm going to have to go back where I started, see whether I can find something. Now, there is a nice parking bay opposite the church, but there's, believe it or not, there's another camper van smacked right in that at the minute. I don't think that's going anywhere. It's got window coverings over it and everything, so anyway, I'll keep going. Well, I didn't find anywhere else to go. Well, not yet anyway. I'm back in Stevenage now. But I have got my spaghetti bolognese, which I've just cooked up. I need this. I've had nothing to eat today. And I've walked 4 miles. And all I've had is 1 cup of coffee today. Probably would explain why I have these occasional dizzy spells, really, wouldn't it, if I'm not eating correctly. But yeah, I am still on the chicken and green bean diet, but there are days where I end up skipping meals completely, so I'm sure that doesn't help me. Right, that's better. I'm fed and watered now, so all is good. Why has that stopped charging? Do you know, I still have nothing but grief with this GoPro. Again, I've done a big reset on it. I've done everything that I can to the memory card. I've put a brand new memory card in. Well, I've said all this before, but I'm still having aggro with it. I'm still ended up missing files, and it's not charging properly, and you know, it's not charging now. I don't know what more I can do with it. I really don't. I don't know whether I've got a dud one here or whether this is something that's regular with the GoPro 8, so I have no idea. I don't know. I'm going to get Christmas out of the way, then I'm 100% going to buy another camera, whether it be a GoPro or something else. I just don't know. I keep saying that I'm going to do research on cameras, and I do, but there's such a mixed bag of information out there still. Loads of people still swear by the GoPros. Loads of people say get the DJI Osmo camera, get one of them, and then you've got, you know, your more upmarket cameras, you know, your Sony ZV-1 Mark IIs, and then you've got there's this Panasonic. There's loads to choose from, but I like the GoPro because it was small, compact, really easy to use, put in your pocket when you're not using it, and that was it. You know, if I end up with a big SLR camera, then it's just having somewhere to put it. I mean, if you're just doing videography in a room or one location, perhaps it's not too bad, but walking around with it, that's just not what I want to do. You know, you've got a big camera like that, and then you've got another mic on top of that, and a tripod. You know, that's just too much for me, too much to carry about. So anyway, if you got any ideas, let me know, and we'll go from there. Anyway, that's enough. I'm not going to moan. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm going to move on now. I'm going to see if I can find somewhere else to go have a bit of an amble, because it's still early. Well, I've come out to Wymanley again. I only come out for a you know, walk around the countryside, but ended up finding another church. I didn't realise there was two. So that little one you've just seen there was St Mary's Church. Very nice, quite cute. But I tell you what, absolutely bitterly cold inside. It's much warmer outside than it is in that one. But it's nice. Loads of pictures and things, you know. You can see that this area's got like a close-knit community that all visit the church, which is nice. Anyway, I'm just going to amble on, build up a few more steps, burn off a few more calories, burn off a bit more of that spaghetti bolognese I just did. I'm feeling a bit, I think the word, is it humbled? Is that the word? I don't know, I apologise. But I'm feeling a bit, oh, it's got to be humbled, I think. Let me explain what's going on. I was just on a walk, and I was just in a park, just up in Wymanley there. No one there whatsoever. Just had a amble around and put the drone up in the air just because I could. And as I packed up, I was walking away, and there was some flash BMW with some, what I would have called Jack the Lad. Do you know what I mean? Bit of a chav, perhaps, you know, but an older chav, probably, I don't know, well into his 20s or something. And I just said good morning to him, and I didn't expect anything back, but he humbled me by just talking to me and telling me to look after myself. And you know, and all of my adult life I've tarred so many people with the same brush, you know, thinking that people that dress a certain way or are a certain way or are a certain religion or whatever it may be, I think they're all going to be the same. But after having a chat with this bloke, it's just made me think they're not all bad, are they? I've been told this so many times by different people in my life, saying you can't tar everyone with the same brush. But I think as you get older, you end up doing that, don't you? You think, well, I'm not going to make a list, but you know where I'm coming from. You know, you think you're going to encounter a punk rocker and he's going to be a wrong, and he's just going to fucking laugh at you, or a skinhead is just going to give you grief, or whatever. You know, but they're not. It's not like that. The world isn't like that, you know. It's like some people have got this sheer hatred towards Muslims, and I agree there is some bad Muslims out there, but there's some bad Christians and bad Catholics and bad whatever. But I've had a relatively close relationship with some Muslim people that I've looked after over the years at work, and those Muslim guys are some of the kindest men you'll ever meet. You know, they when I've dealt with them, and I've opened up buildings for them so they can do what they've got to do. And they've always asked how I am, you know. They've always been so polite and so kind to me, you know. I just... Anyway, that's where I'm coming from with that. It makes you think. So, if any of you are like me, then don't tar everyone with the same brush. Not everybody is the same. Not everybody is a bad egg. Sometimes the people that you would expect to be a decent person, they're the ones that ain't. Anyway, that's my pause for thought for today. Right, so in my other clip, a couple of clips back, I was saying about the church. Now, it's in Little Wymanley. I think where I was the other day looking at the other church, I think that was Great Wymanley, so that's how come I've ended up with this one today. I'm right on the outskirts of Stevenage anyway, just in case you didn't know where Wymanley was. It's just right on the very edge of Stevenage, sort of in between Stevenage and Hitchin. Right, we're back in the Beetle now after a successful day's worth of walking. I am going to go out and about tomorrow. If it's not raining, I shall cook up a coffee outside, and I'm going to use this tomorrow, a jet boil. I've had it a while now. I have used it in my van to cook up some drink, and when I've been working in my garage, I've been using it in there to make a coffee as well. So I'm going to take it out with me tomorrow. It's quite small, it's quite compact. It's yeah, I think it'll be pretty good for using on a hike. But I have also got this little thing. This is a stove as well. It's a smaller version of what I used today, and as you can see, it's absolutely tiny, but it does all fan out into a nice little, you can, you know, put the billy can on it. And what surprises me the most about this thing, it's got a ignition on it as well. And some of them, the jet boil hasn't. That hasn't got a one of those. Is it a piezo igniter or something? But yeah, that is so small and compact, and you can control the gas just there as well, which I think is pretty cool. But that just screws straight onto one of the gas cylinders. But I've never used that. That was, I can't even remember where it come from. I think it was with an old pot that I bought. I think it was like a billy can, but had some cups and bits and pieces in. I think it's from that. I might be wrong. I don't know now. But either way, I'm going to give it a go. And I mean, that's tiny. I quite like that. It's going to be really easy to carry about. Anyway, I'm going to go and get my supplies now. Go and get my dinner sorted. I'm going to have a nice hot bath tonight and watch a bit of TV, and hopefully have a better night's sleep than what I did last night. Because last night I just couldn't turn off. I don't know why. And why does that always happen over the weekend when you can actually have a lie-in in the morning? Oh dear. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to rant today. Today is a day for being positive, and it has been positive. I've quite enjoyed everything I've done. So thank you very much for watching. Please give me a like. Please give me a like, and leave me a comment, and I'll catch you again soon.